So, hello. My name is Heinz Ludwig. I'm working in Vienna at the Wilhelminen Cancer Research Institute, and we present here data of our randomized trial comparing isatuximab plus Revtex for induction therapy, followed by isatuximab-Revlimid maintenance therapy. Induction therapy was 8 cycles, maintenance therapy was 24 cycles. The study was the enrollment criteria were age 70 plus. So the median age of our patients was 77 years. In the control arm, patients received Revlimid dexamethasone for 8 cycles and then Revlimid maintenance therapy for 24 months. So the major primary objective was MRD negative rate after 8 cycles of induction therapy. And there was, of course, a clear benefit for adding isatuximab to Revtex. The MRD negative rate after 8 cycles was 34% in the treatment arm, experimental treatment arm, and only 3% in the Revlimid dexamethasone arm. So the primary objective was met, of course. And then we looked at other, criteria. Progression-free survival was 22 months in the Revlimid dexamethasone treated patients and 32 months in the isatuximab-Revlimid treated patients. We have to consider these were elderly patients, and 72% of the patient population was considered to be frail. So we looked at the outcome of frail patients versus non-frail, and the frail patients had a short PFS of 25 months, and the non-frail patients, only 28%, had the PFS, median PFS not reached. So there was a tremendous difference. There was a tendency for improved survival for the experimental arm, isatuximab plus Revlimid dexamethasone. And the overall response rate was almost 90% in the isatuximab Revtex patients and 84% in the Revlimid dexamethasone group. What we also looked at was circulating tumor cells. We checked the circulating tumor cells at start of therapy at day 1 and at day 8. And what we found was that the tumor cell numbers at day 8 were highly prognostic. If patients had circulating tumor cells at day 8, they had a poor or short PFS, namely 60 months, compared to those without circulating tumor cells at day 8. So it's a test for the efficacy of the chemotherapy. So if chemotherapy is highly effective, tumor cells are gone in the peripheral blood. But if the treatment is not working, or if they are in the control group, they have still persistent circulating tumor cells. Overall, tolerance was very good. Because isatuximab at that time had to be infused, so we had to, about 15% had complications with the procedure, but now there is an on-body injector for isatuximab available, which facilitates the administration, which is, of course, preferred by our patients. So with that saying, I thank you for your attention and say goodbye.